We are decorating for Christmas today. Hunter's already got all my stuff down from the garage. I have a Christmas playlist going in the background. I went to Spotify and chose this old Christmas music playlist, and then I added the Michael Bublé album from 2011 onto it, and also the Celine Dion Christmas album, and made a playlist of my own because I grew up on those two albums, so I definitely wanted to listen to those today, but I wanted some old classic Christmas mixed in there as well. I am kind of sad to say goodbye to my fall and Halloween decor. I really loved it this year. We are so spoiled with this fireplace in our new house. It is my favorite thing, and now whenever we look at other houses, I'm like, ours is just better because we got this fireplace. Like, I am genuinely obsessed with this. I made this mantle decor with some corn stalks, and then I sprinkled in a few artificial things that I already had, and I think it turned out great. And I got these little ceramic pieces at Target this year, and then this firewood holder is vintage thrifted at a local antique mall. I was so excited to find that. I love this. I love this so much. Hopefully I will love the Christmas decor just as much. Also, this up here, I feel like I haven't been able to show it well over on my TikTok. I just feel like it's not giving the full view, but we have this ledge above the back patio door, and I put little pumpkins from a local pumpkin patch all along up there, along with a few artificial things sprinkled in, like that jack-o'-lantern and that flower pot. But I have just really been in love with this year. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I'm gonna be mostly working from things I already own in the tubs that Hunter brought down. I did order some garland because I didn't have any artificial garland. Last year I used real garland from Home Depot, and I loved the look of that, but it got very dry and was like messy, falling all over the floor. So I decided to get some artificial garland this year. I ordered some off of Amazon. We'll see how they turn out. They're not gonna be here yet, sadly. I won't be able to do the mantle or above the back door today, but I'm gonna get started with everything else. And this is my first year putting up a green Christmas tree, which I'm really excited about. Growing up, I had a white one, and I continued to use that into my early 20s. And last year I was like, this is my last year with a white Christmas tree. I wish we could get a real one, but again, the issue of it getting too dry, and we travel a lot during the holiday season. So I found an artificial one that I really love. It looks a little more real than the other ones that I've seen. So I'm super excited to put that up this year. I am planning to do dried oranges garland, and I might also make a wreath. I bought one, but I don't know if I love it, so I might return it and make a dried orange wreath as well. I'm not sure yet. I also have this candle that my mom got us whenever we bought this house burning, because it's like the fir Christmas tree scent. Christmas candles have to be my favorite. Need to replace the jack-o'-lantern, probably with a bottle brush tree, but I thrifted this year. I'm gonna start with this though, because the oranges also make the house smell incredible. Quickly pulled out just 2 bottle brush trees to have my corner feeling Christmassy as I prep this. Now that all that's in the oven, that'll stay in there for like 2 to 4 hours depending on how thin I slice them and how many I have in there and all of that. I just have it at 200, so you bake it really low for like a long time, and it'll make the house smell great too. Let's start going through the boxes. I've never decorated for Christmas in this house, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do with everything, so it won't be exactly like I did it in the apartment, so I'm really excited to jump in. I have these white lights from whenever I had that white Christmas tree, but I'll probably just put them up around the house, like in the kitchen, under the cabinets, because I used to love doing that at the apartment. This is a wine cork garland that my mom and I made last year. More of the little, whatever you want to call these kind of trees. Oh, I was thinking that I didn't have kitchen towel, but I now remember that my stepmom got me this one in my stocking last year. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have some of the old felt ornaments that I had as a child. This little mouse ornament that my mom got for Hunter and I. So this is me and Hunter. And then some other ones that I had growing up, like this little Grinch guy. I think he was, let's see, a Wendy's. Yeah, he was a Wendy's like toy ornament for kids back in the day. His heart used to glow red. This hot cocoa ornament that I got Hunter one year. Just a few other little ornaments in here. Also really love these like cocktail napkins that I got at Target a few years ago. There's like a tree and then some striped ones. One with ornaments embroidered, little flower embroidered, and a deer. And these like ho 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 plates that I got at Target a few years ago. I got the same ones in red, and it says like Merry Christmas or have yourself a Merry Little Christmas or something like that in small script font. This one is a little cracked, but I think I got 8, so that's okay. Also a cookie jar and some old Christmas mugs. My old like blog name was Brightest of the Bunch, so I was obsessed with Be Bright kind of stuff or Merry and Bright stuff during Christmas. Oh, and this little cheese board from Bark and Brine. It's a North Carolina, like Raleigh Apex area based company. I love her stuff. I'm like crazy at Christmas. I try to keep as much of the tissue paper and wrapping paper as possible that I can just reuse them. I even have dried oranges from last year, so I'm probably gonna have way too many this year, but maybe I can make stuff as gifts for somebody else. This is one of our favorite things. My mom got this for Hunter for Christmas the year before last, I believe, and I love it too, but he really loves this. It's like Santa and Mrs. Claus's clothes all penned to a line. So fun. Little gift box, one of my like filler ornaments. Here are our stocking holders. Since we have the TV up here, you won't be able to see them, but I can still use them. You can make them kiss. Doing a little spread over on the table of like all my favorite things that I already own, because you can make those cute Christmas like aesthetic videos showing off all the Christmas decor that you're excited about without having to go out and buy all new stuff. That's kind of my point with this. Here is this pillow. I bought this last year at Home Goods and I love it. It's got like little embroidered Christmas trees, and I'm very thankful that all of my stuff seems to be in good condition. I saw a lot of people doing unboxings where their stuff was covered in mold from being in their garage, and ours is in our garage. I'm very thankful. Here's some more of the ornaments. I love the ornaments. I love that I have so many that I feel like sentimental about. This is one that I made for Hunter in 2022. I mentioned it in my gift guide for her this year. If you guys haven't checked that out, but a sentimental ornament is one of my top ideas. Our door at our apartment was orange, so I bought this little ornament that had 2022 on it at Target. It was a different color before, but I painted it orange to kind of represent our apartment. It was our first Christmas living together. This little clown ornament from my childhood is so fun too. Also mentioned these in my gift guide. They're currently in college, an ornament of their college. So I went to NC State. Okay, I'm thinking this is gonna be more ornaments. Oh, these are ones that I got as gifts but haven't gifted yet. Because I like to use little ornaments as gift tags for people. I think that that is like so cute and fun. So these are some that I'm gonna use as gifts this year. From my childhood, Madeline. I remember loving Madeline whenever I was young. And one of the drugstores in my hometown had like dolls. Oh, it's so cute. So precious. I love this too. This is my mom's angel ornament from when she was a child, so I put this on our tree too. I love it. I think it's so sweet. Hunter thinks she's a little scary looking, but I think she's sweet. This is that other sentimental ornament covering our address, but even though we don't live there anymore, that Hunter got me for our first like Christmas in the apartment together. I also have a bunch of others from my childhood that I made. Some probably vintage at this point, little light bulb ornaments. I do have a ton of bottle brush trees.
Smell like Christmas.
And then these are like my filler ornaments. It's like more ornaments. I think my mom got us these last year. I love pulling out ornaments that were new last year and be like, like, oh yeah. So last year, this one is Hunter and this one is me. And then these are actually the travel ornaments that I got. I had put a Chicago one in this style in my gift guide, but I got the DC one in this style, and then I got the Chicago one as the bean, which I think is really cool for Montreal, because we went there last year too. And then this is a goofy one that Hunter got me last year. It says, of all the weird things I've found online, you're by far my favorite, because we met on Tinder. All right, more ornaments. Oh, and our Christmas card. Our Christmas card from last year. And a few other Christmas cards. Okay, these are other ones like from my childhood. I get this Polar Express snow globe out from my childhood. So I feel like Hunter has been wanting us to have a snow globe. It's hard to see on camera. It's getting a little yellow, but more ornaments. This NC State one that my stepmom got me is like the coolest NC State one I've ever seen. And I have not been able to find it because I thought I could get it for a few people, but I have not been able to find this guy again. It's my favorite. One from the year I was born. All right, I've got this box pretty much empty, except for a few things that I don't think I'm gonna use this year. So I think I'm gonna put the stuff that I don't wanna use into this box. This snowflake that I made at my mom's last year, I did like paper mache to try to make it look like a sweater. I think it was the year before last, actually. My other Christmas pillow. Like I said, loved everything with brightness. This is All Is Calm, All Is Bright. I got this one in college, whatever my socials were, brightest of the bunch. All right, did the exciting part of getting all the stuff out. Now it's probably time to take down the fall. Okay, so I think that the Christmas tree has to go in this corner. So I'm gonna try to move the chair. I don't know where the chair will go, especially with all the decor all over the place right now. And the chair is broken, so I have to be careful with it. That means the lamp has to move too. Oh, it's dark without the lamp. I was worried about the height, but the height is perfect. It's perfect. I love it. So now to fluff the entire thing. All right, I think I have the whole thing fluffed. But every time I've thought that so far, I've taken a step back and then suddenly found another branch that isn't fluffed, because it's hard to see if any of them aren't fluffed because it's so full for a fake tree. So I went with this one because each of the tips has this plastic that is different than the traditional tree. So the back has the traditional like faux tree kind of papery plastic to keep it looking full in the back. Then on the ends it has this different kind of limb that looks more like a real tree. Like I said, before this I had a white tree, so I was really dying for a green tree. I would love to have a real tree, but it's just not sustainable for my lifestyle because we travel for Christmas and Thanksgiving and I like to put my decor up early. It's just too high maintenance for me. So I got this one because it looks the most like a real tree for what I could find. So I got this at the end of season last year. It was the last one whenever I got it. I will look and see if they restocked it for this year, and if so, I will link it down below. I am so excited about this. So I'm gonna have to go get 3 more. The lights are only $3 at Target, so that's where I got mine. Gonna have to go get more. All right, I'm shutting things down and stopping the oven for the moment to run to Target to get 6 more strands of these lights. Outfit of the day, Baggu bag, knit turtleneck set, and I've got my mini Uggs on now. Had my Vehas on earlier, which I thought was cute, but went for comfort instead. Okay, I'm back. I had to get a zillion of the little ones because it's all that they had. So I'm gonna string all those together, make sure they work, and then light them up on the tree. I also got some Miss Meyer's Clean Day Iowa Pine all-purpose cleaner because I was out of all-purpose cleaner. And then I thought that I still had more of the Christmas tree scent candles, but I didn't see any whenever I was unpacking my stuff. So I picked up 2 at Target. They're not necessarily my favorite design, but it's all that they had. This one in the forest fir and this bigger one also in the forest fir. I like to start with my Christmas balls and then do some of my more individual ornaments, like the ones that are sentimental or from my childhood or gifted to me, and then do the light bulb that are the smaller ornaments. I guess I can push it back into its corner now. I cannot lift it though, I have to push it. I get very in my head about this and I change it 500,000 times. Just remembering that I don't always use all of them and sometimes put them as a centerpiece, and that's why they don't all have hooks. So I'm not sure if I want to use all of them or not. I've also never had a tree this big, and I think I like a full tree, so maybe I do want to use all of them. All right, I'm gonna do some of these and mix it in. So we've got the DC ornament and the Montreal ornament. All right, day 2. So I spent about 2 hours last night sitting on the couch, staring at the tree and rearranging ornaments. So I think I have it where I want it. I don't think I want to add the gold and red light bulbs that I usually add. I think it might be too much, but I'm gonna think about it. I've used them in other ways as well, so I might use them somewhere else. Just made a peppermint coffee. We have people coming by the house in like 2 hours, so I need to rapid clean this mess up because it's still very messy and I still have a lot that I need to do. I am like loving how this frame looks now with the tree in the background though. Maybe I'll film my holiday outfit ideas video right here. That might be cute. Okay, the main things that still need to be tackled. This coffee table still has my 2 pumpkins out. The couch is a mess from me laying on it last night. This pillow goes in the guest room. I have a different pillow that goes on the couch. I threw these stockings up here just as a temporary situation because my garland isn't here yet. I need to put this stuff somewhere. Need to figure out where the chair is going to live because it used to live right there. Other boxes that need to be put away, and then the remaining items on the table. Need to put my plates away. Probably go ahead and hang this on the fireplace even without the garland. Figure out the bottle brush, trees, and I have a few Halloween things on my bookshelf that still need to be put away. Oh well, and the hutch, if there's anything fun that we can do with it. I still have Halloween candy on it. Oh, you guys, it's actually a lie. I still need to hang the lights in the kitchen because I'm gonna do the white lights throughout the kitchen. A lot going on. Okay, I'm gonna do a bit of a temporary solution without the garland for now, and then I am going to add garland to this. It'll either be in this video or on my TikTok if not. I'm gonna try these little tiny command hooks for that garland. We'll see. Oh, nope, they're 700 years old, so they're not even sticky anymore. Great. I know like a little nail would work. I just don't know if I want to do that. Not sure if I want to do nutcracker or bottle brush trees or a mix of both. Not really loving that. I think I realized that simple on the bottom half of the fire is better. I do also have the glass ones though. I'm probably gonna have to sit with this. It's hard whenever like the rest of the stuff isn't up. Alright, I'm gonna start moving the boxes just out of here into the garage. I think I have nearly everything I need already out. I just don't know if I want to put stuff back in that I'm not going to use, but if that happens, I can just get it back down. I got this mat last year at the end of the season from Target. I loved it when it came out, but I really didn't need another mat. But then when we were there and it was on super clearance, I think I got it for like $1. So gonna go ahead and put this out. Very excited. I love how like classic it looks. Okay, I'm thinking that the chair has to go right here. But then I don't know where this will go, but I'll figure that out. I don't know. That doesn't, I don't know. I don't know that there's much that I need to change over here. Just removing the Halloween candy, and then I don't know if and what I will add to this yet. These bottles are empty, so I'm gonna see if Hunter's okay with getting rid of them. I just wanna see like if we did the, oops. I think that would be really cute. Could even put this away for the Christmas. Oh, I have that wine garland. Make sure that I'm not pushing this off the bottom. Oh yeah. It's not even touching if I do that. How do you display cutting boards? So some of them got a little crispy. I was at a point where some of them were too juicy and others were starting to turn darker, so I let it go for another hour. I would say overall I did about 5.5 hours on 200, and again, this might be too long because I did a few hours yesterday and then I just let them sit with the oven off overnight because I didn't have time to get back to it, and then today I did it for another hour. So I'd say I did about 4 hours yesterday, let it sit overnight with the oven off, and then did another hour today. Not too bad. This one's a little dark, but happy with it overall. Okay, I found that I have a bunch of these little ones that are good for like tucking lights and things into. I'll need to like cut this down because I only have big ones, but I'm thinking that this can work for hanging the lights in the kitchen, which I think I want to do. If I have enough, I could do this for the garland also. Okay, I found 4 that go with those little ones and 4 bigger ones I can cut down, so I think I can make this work. Let's do the kitchen first. Those look like they barely work. Those are blown, those don't work at all. Those work good. Alright, so we have those, and then I have to look and see. I'm pretty sure I saw last year that Dayton has somewhere that you can recycle lights that don't work anymore, so I probably saved those blown ones with the intent to do that this year. So I'll have to do some research. Alright, let's see if this one works. Yep, that one works good too. And then one more. I might not use all these in the kitchen. We had a really big kitchen at the apartment, so we needed a lot. And some of these were used on my tree too. These are probably my tree ones because they seem to work the best. Yep, all those work. Great. And after I put these up for Christmas, I usually leave them up like all winter. I love how the lights look in the kitchen. Go that, probably need that. Can't remember if I tend to put the hooks more towards the front or more towards the back, because now I'm kind of thinking that maybe they should have gone more towards the back. I think I like them more towards the front. All right, it turns out I am gonna have to get more command hooks, so that's totally fine, but here's where we're at so far. And then I just need to finish over this way. This one is gonna be too long unless I bring it up and over the fridge also and then let it dangle down this side of the fridge, which maybe, because I don't really have another choice unless I just end it here and don't do this corner, but I think it would look cute in this corner. Although Hunter does have to pull this in and out a lot when using it. I think I'm gonna do it. I just need to go get more command hooks. All right, I've sat with the tree for a while now and I actually think it looks great. I can't remember if I pointed it out to you guys, but this tree, I got this last year. This is my first time having a green tree and I wanted one that looked real because I would love to have a real tree, but we travel a lot during the holidays and keeping it watered and everything is just too much for our lifestyle at the moment. So I found this one last year at the end of the season. It has that plastic that you would see typically on fake Christmas trees in the back to make it look full, and then at the ends it has this different kind of branch that makes it look really real, and I am so happy with this. So if I'm able to find it, I will link it for you guys down below. I love how it looks. Like, this satisfies my desire for a real tree. Hunter's dad actually just stopped by and he thought that the tree was real until I told him that it wasn't, because I'm also burning those like Fraser fir kind of candles that I got yesterday, and so it makes it really feel like it's a real tree. Alright, this is the wreath that I had ordered from Target. I love the magnolia leaves that are on it, but I wasn't like super impressed with it when I pulled it out. So I'm thinking I could add some of those oranges that I baked and some pine cones that I have to it to make it pop a little more. So this pine cone already has like a wire attached to it from whatever it was used for previously, but I have some twine that I take and then I just shove it through the orange a bit and use that to like twist it onto the wreath. Alright, so this one I'm actually just gonna go around because the wood is so thick. Like, this twine that they've done is hard to get it through, so it seems easier just to go around the base layer like that. I've just gone around this instead of through because it's so thick. This also makes it a non-permanent edit, so if you decide you don't want the oranges next year, you can take them back off.
Merry Christmas! You have to check every bulb.
To ask the grandparents to stay at a hotel? Free. Fungus?
Am I running late?
No corn?
No. Take off his clothes.
I can't decide if I should add some to the outer or just that inner layer, because with just one on the outer looks weird, so I'd have to add a bunch. I also hung it like this because it's easier to see how everything falls. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, I think that is all I'm gonna do to it. Okay, so I actually ended up getting way too many lights at Target yesterday. I was just doing the math wrong, I don't know. So I'm gonna go return the ones that I didn't end up needing for the tree. I'm also gonna get some of the command stickies because I need those for the mantle and the lights, and that's it.
I think I'm able to look over these figures. I'm sure it did. Replace it with a plastic one, man.
Alright, it's Monday now, so day 3 of decorating for Christmas. I'm not going to be able to do much today because I have to start work here soon. I'm still waiting on the garland to come in, but this other faux greenery that I got to go in this pot came in. So let's see how that looks. I kind of think that's good. I kind of don't think it needs it all, and then I can put some of it in another container potentially. I think I like the look of it. All right, let's see if 5 is gonna be enough to go in this other pot that I have. I think it needs more. Doesn't look bad on camera. I feel like the other one looks better. But I think that this looks really good. And that is all that I thought this box would be able to fill. So it's nice that I have like 5 left over to do something else. It is very plasticky, like to feel, but I think it looks good for artificial greenery. All right, it is a few Saturdays later, but I have all the garland and I have the time, so I'm gonna finally finish all my decor. This is the garland that I ended up getting off of Amazon. I think the options were a 60-inch and a 90-inch, and I think this is the 60-inch. Whatever it was, I'll link it down below in case you guys like this. Whichever it is, I got the smaller version. So I have 1 strand currently across the entire mantle, and I think that that looks good, specifically since we have the TV and it kind of covers the mantle. I think if the TV wasn't there, I would probably want 2 of these to really get the look, because this is this one folded in half, and I think that that's how full you would want it. So I was thinking that I might put one above the back patio door, but I think that that's just not gonna work. I played around with it. I think I'd rather have this one folded in half, coming off the fireplace on the end, give more of a drop down. So I do like whenever one side like goes a bit farther and is a bit heavier, and we have that cord over there from the TV, which I think that kind of hides it. So that's where I'm at with the mantle. I think I am still gonna string together some oranges and put that. I haven't done that yet, but for now I want to play around with above the back door and figure out what I'm gonna do there. So I have a variety of bottle brush trees, and I was thinking I could put those up there. I also have some glass trees like this, so I could maybe do a mixture or choose one. And I also just found these little mini nutcrackers that Hunter and I painted last year. They're actually super cute. Or maybe 2 years ago. This was Hunter's, so I definitely want to put these somewhere. And this one was mine. I'm gonna start with the bottle brush trees, I think, and then we'll see how that goes. Oh gosh. Most of them are gonna be too tall, it seems. Oh, not these. How am I gonna get all the way over there with the tree there? I was not thinking of that. All right, maybe I just sprinkle like extra ornaments. Or is that gonna look messy? That would look kind of messy. Do more of like a winter pine cones. I could get more pine cones out of the backyard. Maybe I could do some of the gold little light bulbs. But I think the pine cones are working better than the big ornament. Yeah, that looks good. Got the step stool back there. I'm gonna go in the backyard and get more pine cones. All right, I found 4 more pine cones in the backyard. So I'm gonna load up the edge that's behind the tree with the 4 pine cones and some of the ornaments. I've already shoved the step stool back there. Now just for me to get back there. Just guessing, just blindly guessing up here. I feel like it wouldn't hurt for that side to be pushed back a little bit, but or to like move 1 tree or 2. I could move 2 of those trees down there. I don't have to move the step ladder twice. I'm just gonna do it. The chaos. All right, I'm thinking this and that. Okay, good. I'm gonna put these 2 on the end, and I think that will help a lot. I am gonna string together some of these oranges to maybe do above the back door like I was just working on, or also on the mantle maybe, not sure yet. I have not done this before, so I'm just winging it. Probably will need some of my twine to like punch holes with. These oranges are also cute to use on gifts. All right, I need something bigger. Maybe I use like a fork or a knife. We do a knife. Yeah, easy. Don't know if I should like tie little knots in between them. Get this all the way to one end, and then have that one on the end. Then maybe I tie a knot where I want the second one, like that. Yeah, I think tying the little knots will probably help keep it where I want it. Mine have been out drying for weeks, so they're very dry now, so they don't tear as much whenever I handle them.
Hello, I'm Jesse. No, it was real. Did you?
All right, 2 weeks later, and I think I finally have all the decor out, so let's do a tour. All right, I think this tour will have us truly leaving the best for last, with the Christmas tree and the mantle kind of at the end of the room. So right whenever I come in, ignore the pile of pumpkins and lights. I'm gonna take those both to be recycled at a place in Dayton. You can do composting at Pink Moon Goods, and then it's a Metro Park. I think it's River Metro Park that's taking the lights until February 10th. So I'm gonna take those to Dayton and have that recycled. So that's why that's sitting there. But the entryway, I have part of that faux greenery that I got off of Amazon with a thrifted vase, and then my old Polar Express snow globe next to a candlestick that my mom had at her house, and then a frame that I got a long time ago on Amazon. I'm not like obsessed with this section, very simple, just for the entryway. Then as you come into the main room, you will see that I did end up putting some of those pieces of faux greenery into this vase as well. I think it turned out fine. It's not as full as the other one, but good enough. And here is where we ended with the hutch. So I have added several things. I've got a few of my bottle brush trees up on top, the ones that I had left over. Over here we have the ho 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 plate, and then I found this little Santa hat that I put up on the Point Lookout wine, which is our favorite wine, especially in the winter around the holidays, because it's a chocolate wine, so it's really good for like this time of year. Then I have my Bark and Brine Christmas tree board tucked back there with one of the little glass trees. The Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas plate, and then I added this snowflake that I made at my mom's a few years ago. I paper mache'd it to look like a sweater. I'm really happy with how that turned out. And you guys saw that I did the wine cork garland across. Then down here I kept the radio so that we could have Christmas music going, and then I have the cocktail napkins that I showed, and 2 Martha Stewart Christmas books that I got off of Amazon. I got these secondhand. I talk about this a lot on my TikTok and in my other YouTube videos, I feel like, and on my blog really. But you can find secondhand books on Amazon. So I found one of them for like $4 and the other for like 10, I think. So really good deals. Excited to see what I can pull out of those this year. So that is basically the hutch. Then as you come into the kitchen, been working on my snacks. These are just pretzels, rolos, and M&Ms. Very easy and very good. We have the bottle brush trees like I showed earlier, and then of course I did the lights the whole way around. And over here we have some Christmassy mugs on my mug tree, a little bottle brush tree here, and then a cookie jar that I will probably put some of those pretzel rolo M&M things in. All right, coming back into the main area, I didn't do anything special with the bookshelf. I just removed the fall and Halloween stuff. And then in the living room, you guys saw what I did with the table, the Santa magazine, Christmas candle, Christmas tree pillow. The tree, of course, I'm happy to report that I have not been moving the ornaments around, so it is in its final state at this point. So that's very exciting. Up at the top, my most recent accomplishment, I did dried orange garland, some of the bottle brush trees, some of the vintage light ornaments, and some pine cones, along with the little nutcrackers that Hunter and I painted a few years ago. Then you come down and we have the fireplace, which I am very happy with. I just have a traditional nutcracker, the garland that my mom and stepdad got us with Santa and Mrs. Claus clothes on a clothesline, 2 of these faux garlands that I got off of Amazon, one straight across and one folded down for this extra bit, and then my 2 stockings are from Home Goods from last year. Okay, so after weeks of working on this, I think that will finally wrap up my Christmas decor of 2024.